やけ食いかルフィ。お前何食べてる？その箱か。その箱の中のものを食べたのか。食ったもの全部。
何すんだよ、シャンクス。
Hey, my dear pirates, and in today's video we're going to talk about the possibility that Shanks intentionally chose Luffy as the Hito Hito no Mi wielder. Did Shanks already have an idea that the Gomu Gomu no Mi was actually the fruit that would bring the liberator of peoples back? Was Shanks from the start acting to reborn Joy Boy and save the world? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video, but first of all, go ahead and press the like button with all the power of your devil fruit, and if you're new here, my dear sailor, already subscribe to the channel and don't forget to activate the notifications bell, okay? Now without further ado, let's get to this epic video. And well, my dear pirate, it's not news to anyone that Shanks is one of the most mysterious and interesting characters in One Piece, but all this mystery behind the character brings many doubts about his true plan, and his real intentions towards the world we see in One Piece. In the past video, I told the whole story of Shanks, and what should be his journey within the work, and what were his ideals. That video is very important because we can understand all the steps that Shanks has taken so far, so that video works as a complement to this video. So after watching this video, I ask you to watch the other video about Shanks' journey, okay? I'll leave the video in the card pinned up here. Well, for me, it's more than clear that Shanks' journey is to guide Luffy and turn him into the new Joy Boy, the new liberator of people. This became clear to me after analyzing Shanks' movement. As we know, he practically didn't enter in big fights or big wars to fight, but to intervene to stop conflicts, while Luffy was the one who played the part of having to overthrow tyrannical governments and thus restore peace by putting the true and legitimate rulers of the regions. By where did he go? What I mean is that while Luffy takes the lead and does the part of using force, let's say so, Shanks is the one who acts within politics, organizations, and interferes when necessary, but almost always without using brute force. We saw this in Marineford when he stopped the war, and before that he tried to warn Whitebeard about the danger that Blackbeard was bringing to the world, and to Ace, who was sent to take care of Blackbeard once and for all. We also know that Shanks prevented Kaido from going to Marineford in the same way that he forced Admiral Aramaki to withdraw from Wano after the Admiral was sent by the world government to take advantage that Kaido was already defeated, and all the survivors were tired, and thus take power from the country. Shanks even went to talk directly to Gorose. We don't know what he said in a complete way, but it was clear that the conversation was about Luffy, and after the revelation that Luffy's Gomu Gomu no Mi was nothing less than the Hito Hito no Mi, the Joy Boy's fruit, well, it was clear to me that Shanks knew everything from the beginning, and that very possibly chose Luffy to inherit the liberator of people's path. And I explain why I believe that. I believe this is the task Roger left for Shanks. He was supposed to find the person who would become the next Pirate King. That scene of Shanks crying at Roger's farewell, I believe Roger told him that he was going to die, and that would end the pack. And well, that ended up happening. The King of Pirates may have told that within 20 years from that point on, someone would arise to carry his will, which was the same will of the people of 800 years ago. Yes, the people of the lost century. And then it happens. Red spent an entire year in East Blue and ended up in Fuchsia Village, where he met the young man named Monkey D. Luffy. And through his interactions with this boy, he felt that maybe this person was the one Roger was waiting for. After all, Shanks realized that the boy was saying the same curious words as his old captain, and that ended up playing a very important role in convincing Shanks that he found the one who inherited Roger's will, and therefore Joy Boy's will. But there are many more mysteries and secrets that link Shanks and Nika's fruit. The main point of Shanks' grand plan is that he most likely already knew, finding out somehow that the Gomu Gomu no Mi was special and wanted to keep it away from the world government because he knew how important it was. Many believe that when Shanks received Roger's last words before leaving for Laugh Tale were that Ace, Roger's son, would inherit this wish from his father, which is why Roger gave Shanks the straw hat, and when Shanks found Hito Hito no Mi was the only thing left for him to deliver everything to Ace. However, when he met Luffy, his opinion on the matter started to change. Because in all fruits, Zoan has a will of its own, and not only did Luffy speak the same words as Roger, but he also ended up being chosen by the fruit. Shanks then saw in Luffy the true figure of Joy Boy, and this made Shanks realize that Joy Boy's inherited will for Roger was much stronger in Luffy than in Ace, who had all blood bond with Roger. And that's why Shanks bet on the future and even his arm on young Luffy. I believe this is the task Roger left for Shanks. He was supposed to find the person who would become the next Pirate King. Shanks believed that Luffy is the only one who can break the current balance and bring about peace and a true sense of freedom. And basically this is my theory about this correlation between Joy Boy, Roger, Shanks, and Luffy. I think these are the answers to the mysteries that surround Red because he does everything to maintain a certain balance at the same time he pushes Luffy to become the King of Pirates. He knows the whole truth, and he knows that it's better to pave the way to make a more consistent world until Luffy reaches the point of achieving peace, while Blackbeard is the one who can bring chaos. Shanks' words in Wano when telling Aramaki about the fear that they, the world government, had in the new generation refers to all that we commented here today. For me, Shanks already knows everything. He already has all the information necessary to change the world, but he is not the one who will bring this change. He should only help to guide the person who has inherited Joy Boy's will, and this is Luffy. But now I want to know your opinion about everything that we commented here today. Will the end of One Piece Shanks reveal that he always knew the whole truth and that he was the one behind all the major movements that orchestrated the changes in the world? But of course, if you made it this far, it's because you like the content, so it doesn't hurt to subscribe to our channel and become one more member of our fleet, my dear sailor. And of course, do not forget to press the like button. That helps a lot in spreading the video and the channel. So help us to become the largest fleet of pirates here on YouTube, okay? A big hug for everyone, and until the next video,